Yeah. I have to share the stream. Control room. Is it live? Yeah, I mean the voice should be good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take it.
Super delayed though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, let me just YouTube. Let me just hold on. I'm just gonna put it in the Facebook group. Oh, it's very good quality. I like this. Throw in some questions and just give me a sec and I'll start answering some. So. Okay. What's up, Foam Flippin'? What's up, Ivan? Financial Wolf? Welcome. You're here this time. Yeah, Kev said, where's the wolf? Cloud Culture, welcome. Appreciate you guys joining. Angelino Martinez. Dude, Wolf, you're a famous man. I'm dead. Throw in some questions if you guys have it. I'd appreciate it. We got 14 people on here. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't yet. Always got to plug, you know. Subscribe if you guys haven't. Cloud Culture, you could start asking them right now. I mean, this whole time we're going to be doing the Q&A, so it's a good quality, right? Good quality, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. How much are we spending on Facebook ads again? I'm doing 50 a week, and it's nonstop all day. I might back it down. I'm doing, but I switch between $5 and $10 per day ad budget. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So, yeah, I mean, I've been running it about 7 days a week now, just because, I mean, more phone. It's been slowing down a little bit, so I'm gonna be trying to do some retargeting stuff with that Facebook advertising and just kind of creating lookalike audiences. It gets a little bit technical, but that'll be pretty cool. Kish, I'll try not to be a troll. I appreciate that, Kev. Where do you sell locked phones? I sell locked phones solely to private buyers. I wouldn't recommend selling them, Ivan, anywhere else unless you have a private buyer. Or if you can use them for their parts, go for it. I'd definitely recommend it. Kev, I've only been doing IMEI Pro. I think I might switch to SICW. It's way more accurate. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not on it yet, Financial Wolf. I just came in to about $6,000 and want to start flipping phones. Where do I start? I already watched a good amount of vids. Clout, I mean, you just got to go for it, man. I mean, it's all about just putting yourself out there. I mean, anything you do, you just have to put yourself in that scenario and you'll be gold. So I would just recommend going out there and just actually flipping your first phone. I mean, you're going to have to, what's it called? Like, I mean, you won't know until you start trying. You're going to make mistakes. Hopefully I've been able to mitigate that as much as I can by watching some of my videos. But, I mean, you guys should just, I mean, what was I talking about? Clout, you should definitely just go for it. And if you have any questions about certain phones, either ask me or shoot a question in the Facebook group. Hopefully you're in there. What's the deal with Sprint phones? I seen one of your vids where you said you shy away from them. No, I don't really shy away from them. I probably said that the wrong way. I just always appraise them as bad ESN, so they're always a lot less in value. How much are you buying 7s for right now? Below 200. Probably like 150 to 200 right now. I'm buying the 7s if I can. I don't really get too many of them because I have to ask for a pretty low price and people don't recognize their true value right now, but it's all right. Do you invest in companies that aren't yours, Ivan? No, I don't have enough money, even close to amount of money for that yet. That's definitely, I mean, that's basically angel investing, and I'm nowhere near that. That's funny. How much do you recommend I spend of the amount on my first load? I mean, there isn't really a load. Your first amount is basically the first phone that you look to buy. So it could be an iPhone X. You have a lot of, that's a lot. That's probably the most I've ever seen somebody come into this with, or that they told me they came into this with, and that are willing. I don't know how much of that you're willing to spend. You don't need all that $6,000. I mean, you can go ahead and buy as many as you can, but I'd start with one or two, flip it, either sell. I'd probably sell it locally, but you have the cash flow to be able to go and sell it online, get some reviews built up, and then kind of go from there. And once you get comfortable, start buying some more. I would join, but I don't have Facebook Cloud. You'll definitely find a lot of value in there. Like, just create a Facebook. I mean, it's free. I'd recommend it, and there's so many guys doing a lot of numbers in there. Or again, if you have Instagram, you can reach out to me. My handle's @KishIsRani, or you can just shoot a comment. I pretty much look at my phone all day, so if you have a comment on YouTube, just let me know. I'll see it, and I'll just shoot you a reply real quick back. Are 8s still going for 400? Yeah, they can still go for 400. Why do you praise them as bad ESN? Because they're never paid off. 99% of them are never paid off. Yeah, no problem, Clout. People who buy Sprint phones almost always finance them. Yeah, Financial Wolf's got it right. Here's a question. How much money are we going to make when I move there in 2 weeks? It'll be a lot of money, my man. Let's start doing some business. It'll be fun here. Phoenix is a great area, man. You already know that, though. Weather's kind of cooling down. You're coming at a good time, though. One of the biggest mistakes I've been making is buying online. Ran out of cash, and I'm having to wait for shopping right now. Joe, that's tough, but at the same time, you can't consider that a bad thing because you're still making money. So definitely look at doing locally if you can. I always tell people in the beginning to do locally as best as possible, especially beginners, and then you can kind of go from there. That you do flip other products that are not Apple? Ivan, good question. I do a little bit of Androids. I have one, I think back here, an S9 that I'm still trying to sell off. I'm not doing very well. I haven't even tried to sell it off. But I do Androids once in a while. Not too crazy, but it is something that I do. Once I see a good deal, I'll tap into it. What's up, Josie? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you coming again. Loyalty means a lot to me. I used to flip phones years ago before YouTube was big and people knew about it. I was one of the only people in my city. I stopped. I don't know why. Good to see people grinding this hustle. Yeah, man, I wish I got into it when you did. There's a lot of money to be made and a lot less scams out there back then that there is now. So someone tried selling me an Apple unlocked phone. How can I verify that, Kev? The only way you can kind of really tell if a phone is unlocked is using like an online service. Like I use SICW, and I'll check through like the 10-cent Apple basic info check, and it's 10 cents, and it'll tell you either it's unlocked one or it's SIM locked. So if it's unlocked, it'll tell you it's unlocked. But yeah, Financial Wolf's got another good point. That's what I used to do, and I have a video on that. Put a SIM in that is not from the original carrier. So if you ask them original carrier, let's say it's Verizon, try an AT&T SIM card if you have one, and if it can go through from the original like hello screen, it's unlocked phone. Curly Fries, hey, I subbed. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for subbing. It means a lot. Is there a website you use when you're buying lock phones to check if there's an iCloud because people lie? Angelino, yes, I use SICW. You'll hear me preach it a lot. But SICW is really good for that. Carabel, Gurma, hey bro, I think your audio is a bit soft. Yeah, sorry, I was messing with the audio settings. Every week I get a little better at this live streaming thing. I think I'm just a little bit far from the mic, so I can even hold this thing. It'll probably be a little bit better. Bryce, I actually stopped playing Xbox, believe it or not. Thanks for tuning in, bud. I was flipping HTC phones. Man, that's an age and a half ago. That's crazy. Can I pay someone to check an IMEI for SICW? Man, if you ever need me, I got you. I'll look it up for you. You don't have to pay me. I'm surprised to have been flipping phones on clearance from Walmart. People really like them on eBay. Josie, you have the most creative ways to find phones. That's so funny. Buster Excalibur Edits, welcome. I appreciate you tuning into the stream. I work for T-Mobile also, so I have a lot of info I know about phones. Most people don't, and I can trace any IMEI worldwide with my tools. You have an advantage, my friend. Sick W noted. Thanks, Kish. Yeah, go for it, man. You just have to put in $20, which is literally nothing. It's like the minimum requirement. Every IMEI, it just ticks it down, but I've used it for like 3 months, and I'm still not out. If you ever need to check a device, you can go to the carrier it's from and look up the info. Yeah, I mean, it's always good. What is your favorite pizza topping? Interesting question, but it's, what's it called? Italian sausage. Can't beat it. I love your channel, but I'm kind of new. Sorry. No, you're good, man. I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions, I mean, most of them, if you watch my videos, you'll be able to get your questions answered. And you can always reach out to me. I give free info all the time, so I have no problem helping you out, just one-on-one. So how would you operate on a $500 budget? Buy a lot of cheaper phones or few of higher value? Augustinus, sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce your name too well, but if you have a $500 budget, one, you have more than most people, so kind of take note of that mentally. And that is a lot of money, but I mean, an iPhone X could go for $500. To be honest, if I were in your shoes and I've never done this before, I would go ahead and just buy like an older phone, maybe like a 6 or 7, even a 7 Plus, buy them between $100 and $300 and flip it, sell locally. Your biggest struggle that you're going to face right now is trying to build up your cash, and that's the biggest thing you need to focus on. So buying and selling online, your cash is going to get held up in these payment processings, and it's going to be held for up to 21 days, especially with PayPal. So when you don't have that cash flow, you can't go ahead and buy some money. Kev, I'll go ahead and check that IMEI after the stream. Go ahead. If you're still doing it online, your money's going to get held up. So try to flip for like a couple weeks or maybe a month. Get that 500, maybe up to 1,500, 2,000 in cash, and then you can afford to go and sell on platforms like eBay and Mercari. Even though Mercari, it'll only take you about probably 5 to 7 business days to really get that money in your account, which isn't too bad. But if you want to go ahead and make some money and you don't have the cash, then you need to go ahead and start flipping locally. So I'd recommend buying a little bit cheaper phones overall, just simplifying it, buying cheaper phones, flipping them locally, building it up to 1,500, 2,000 in cash, and then go sell online. And then you'll start to see some traction come. You have to take it kind of slow in the beginning, but once you get the ball rolling, it doesn't stop. A lot of people will have clean phones, but the device won't be paid off. That's how they get people. Oh, yeah. What will you flip next? Houses? I'd love to get into real estate, not necessarily flipping houses, but I'm working on a couple different business models right now. Not real estate, but things just to build up my cash flow. I bought 2 iPhone 8 Pluses, 64 gigabyte for $600 today. Wow, 300 pop. That's pretty good. Should be a pretty good profit. I've been trying to shoot for 7 phones a week, 1 day a week. That's really good goal, Financial Wolf. Do you buy phones from Mercari to flip on other platforms? I haven't been able to claim one. If you want to ask somebody about that, ask Financial Wolf. He's really good at it. It's not that I can't. It's just I'm not fast enough. Like I just have really bad timing with finding these phones and going ahead and what's it called? Like actually buying them before they get already bought. So what's next after phone? Hold on, sorry, I missed a couple messages. May I get a shout out? There's not really a shout out, my man, but I mean, if you guys don't know, I do a thing where if you comment a question, I'm gonna choose somebody at the end of the live stream for a free 1-hour call with me. So if you want to do that, you can get on a free call with me. You already entered, my man. So I don't really do shout outs. I guess I'm calling out your name, but I bought an iPhone SE, and when I took it home, it had the screen a little uneven on one side. Just lifted a little. Is that still saleable? Yeah, I mean, just put it in your listing, Joffrey. Do you get them? Yeah, Financial Wolf. What's next after phone flipping? Bryce, I'm already working on it. If you guys don't know, I had to take a little, I didn't have to, but I took a little bit of step back. Well, I took a whole step back from the ATM business, and it was a good investment, but I wanted to get something where I can really build up my cash flow exponentially, because ATMs take a while. So I had done e-commerce before, and I'm really getting back into it. So I'm Like I'm at my computer 14, 15 hours a day anymore working on my e-commerce store. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a huge passion of mine. I'm not really doing well at all with it, but it'll come with time. So I tried to use SickW and it always said daily limit exceeded, even if not used that day. Anyone know I don't think there's a daily limit on SickW. How many are you doing? I've never seen a limit. If there's a passcode lock on is there any way to unlock it? Yeah, Joe Paul, that's a good question. If there's a passcode lock but no iCloud on the phone, you can just go ahead and hard reset the phone. You just have to plug it into iTunes. Just look it up on Google, like how to reset a phone with passcode. It's a little bit different based on the model, but if there's no iCloud, you can literally reset it and use it as a new phone. But if there's a passcode and an iCloud, you can't do anything with the phone except use it for its parts. 9 phones sold today, $1,300 profit today after fees and shipping. Not bad for a Wednesday. Not bad at all, my man. That's insane. Way more than I did. Started 2 weeks ago, learned a lot from you and Win a Life with Dave. I was thinking about this for 2 years and finally took action. I would love to get into rental properties by the door. Hell yeah, man. Congrats on getting started in it. I mean, that you probably learned that you got to just get into it, and you'll make mistakes, and hopefully I can help you kind of avoid some of them, but you really just have to take that first step in buying your first phone. And in my opinion, it just gets addicting. So I appreciate you watching my channel too. It means a lot. How fast should phones I'm selling on eBay sell? It depends on how you list them. Auctions, obviously they have time limit. If you buy it now, you could do 3, 7 day. I like, if you know it really, there's some sorry, I can't speak. There's some factors you just can't really control. So, I mean, you can control like the attractiveness of your listing, but for me, it took usually between 1 and 3 days on average. Use the basic info option and the carrier option. The total is 30 cents and give you the same info as GSX. That's a pretty good point. I get so excited thinking about potential ways to make money. In today's day and age, there's thousands of pretty cool ways to make some money. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys aren't subbed to the channel, I know some of you are new. Hopefully, I do this every single Wednesday at this exact time, so definitely tune in every Wednesday. I'm getting better at this, so I have events, and now you can keep reminders and stuff, so just check my channel once in a while. But if you guys haven't liked the video yet, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys haven't asked a question yet, I do a free hour-long call with anybody. I pick one winner that commented in today's live stream, and they get a free hour-long call. You can ask questions, or we can just become friends. It doesn't really matter. So, do you still sell on OfferUp? Yeah, I do, Ivan. It's one of the few platforms that I do. Hey, Kish, sorry for hopping on late. Chief Bailey, no, it's all good, man. I appreciate you tuning in. How can I not get scammed when phones are being shipped to you besides the IMEI? Justin, how can you not get scammed when phones are being shipped to you besides the IMEI? I mean, as long as you have their information, I mean, people could send you the wrong phones, but as long as you're going through a legitimate payment processor, you can always file a refund or chargeback if the phone's not good. So just don't do it like where they're sending through family and friends on PayPal and you've never met this person before. So awesome. I heard once you get a review, you can call PayPal about that hold. They will remove it within 3 days after the transaction has been completely removed. Surprisingly, you pronounced the name well. I'm usually pretty good at it. There's no limit on SickW. You got to pay the tiny fees. Yeah, I didn't think there was. There's no way to tell if there's iCloud lock when there's a passcode. Yeah, you can. So, Joe Freen, if you use SickW, I mean, if you want to check the IMEI, you can check it on the SIM card tray. It's like when you pull out the little SIM card, it's on the actual tray, not the SIM card itself, unless it was a replaced SIM card tray, which 99% of the time it won't. Just put that in a SickW. It'll tell you if FMI, Find My iPhone, is on or off, and then you can kind of check from there. So, or you can just put the phone into, you can actually reset it, do the whole reset, like hard reset through iTunes, and if it is iCloud locked, it'll tell you. So it's kind of annoying. That's a longer way of doing it. Any tips on negotiation so you and the seller can agree on a price? That's a really good question. So I think I mentioned in a couple of my videos, but that's really what separates me from a lot of people in becoming successful. It's all about asking the right questions and asking the questions that'll make them devalue the phone in their head. So if you're not asking questions that will make them, so if you don't know, there's this thing called if in sales, you need to get your client, if you're trying to pitch a sale, you need to get them to say 13 yeses. It's just a strategy. And that psychologically, they proved it with science, will make them, like, at the end, should make them a higher chance of saying yes or being able to close a deal. So in our eyes, we have to make them flip that in a sense and say no. So I try to get the potential quote unquote client or person selling the phone saying no as many times as possible. And this is a really good gold nugget. So if you want to take notes on this, you should ask questions like, is it the highest gigabyte? Does it come with all the accessories brand new? Is it sealed in box? Questions they're already going to say no to. Like, those are questions that are, a lot of people won't have sealed in box. A lot of people won't have all the accessories. Even you can ask, does it have any of the tiniest scratches or cracks? That'll devalue every time they say yes or no, like, to the question, like making them devalue that in their head. It's going to reduce the price, and that's how we're able to get the actual prices that we want. And a lot of people come to me saying, hey, how do you actually go ahead and like get these prices for so low? It's asking the right question. So I made that a little bit long, but I hope that kind of helps. Hey Kish, it's been difficult to find the time to start another business with school, phone flipping, and YouTube. Do you have any tips for time management? Financial Wolf, one thing I learned this from the conference I went last weekend, set aside an hour. So if you're waking up whatever time, wake up an hour earlier and an hour before you go to bed. Set that time with no distractions. You can do it with either reading, but one thing, or just like doing some type of meditation. But the biggest thing you should be doing is planning out the day ahead. And then if this is like the morning, you should already have planned it that night before. In the morning, in the first hour, do something productive. It kind of gets your mental state right. And just plan out the day, because there's enough hours. As you know, you can always sleep less. So like, if you want to become an entrepreneur and you want to be able to have your own business after you graduate school, maybe not go to college, you have to make the sacrifices now, and you know that. So just hold yourself accountable. And I really learned the idea of preaching that you need to speak your own truth. Like, never lie to yourself, have positive affirmations, and really just be truthful with yourself. If you don't think you're doing enough right now, you're 100% correct with yourself. Don't kid yourself. I used to be playing Xbox, and you guys know that was a big passion for mine. And just in the last 2 days, I haven't played a single minute of it. And my days have skyrocketed on the amount of progress that I've had. So, I mean, take that as you will, but I mean, hold yourself accountable, and I guarantee you'll see a lot of success like moving forward. So I'm starting a $5 a day Facebook ads. Are you doing reach ads or brand awareness? No, I'm doing reach. So you could run both and then just kind of build up your page. That's a good thing. You could target like post engagement, or like people to actually go ahead and like your page. That's something you could do. So, what are you selling on e-commerce on Shopify? Yeah, I'm doing Shopify drop shipping. So I'm selecting products from AliExpress, you probably know, and just putting on my store, and I'm using Facebook ads to advertise. Kish, should be a host on my new radio station. I'd love to hop on there with you sometime, Gary. I appreciate you tuning in, man. It's been a while, right? Yo, I saw some of your YouTube videos. Very informative. Sir Maestro, I really appreciate that. And thanks for tuning in. Hire an assistant, Financial Wolf. You're killing it. Yeah, VAs are a huge thing anymore. I don't know, it depends on the business model you're holding, but you can always hire people to do the stuff where you can solely focus on revenue producing tasks. So I appreciate that, Gary. Yeah. Do you buy on OfferUp? I found people to be very unreliable on there. Yeah, there's a lot of unreliable people on there. I mostly buy via my Facebook ads now, but occasionally I do buy on OfferUp, and that for a couple months was literally all I bought on. So, and I made some pretty good money. I have restrictions moved on eBay, such as payment holds, but I still prefer selling locally. You cannot deny the value of a cash transaction, so you can never beat that. I totally agree with that. What's up, Pratyush? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you tuning in. I got banned from my other PayPal, and PayPal won't let me take my money out of there. I've locked in the account. I was on the phone with them for over an hour. I'm so happy they are losing eBay. A lot of people are starting to find some problems with PayPal and eBay. That sucks, man. Yeah, no problem, Joe Freen. Has it happened to you that someone iCloud locks their phone a few days after purchase? No, it's never happened to me. Can they? I don't even think they can lock their phone after. As long as you sign out on the phone before and you make sure Find My iPhone's off, which is just taking off the iCloud, they can't lock the phone again. If someone signed the bill of sale and still report the phone, what do you do, Ivan? It sucks, man, but there's not really much you can do. So I realize that not many people rate back on OfferUp. What should I do to start getting more reviews back? Lol, I don't want to be the guy to beg for a review. Chief Bailey, be the guy to beg for a review. It's awkward, but it makes a difference. Like I think I should be just below 100 reviews now, or it might be a little bit over, but literally every transaction I try to, like, sometimes I'll put, you just have to judge based on the scenario, but every time I leave saying I'd really appreciate a review, can you do that? And it's paid off. I mean, you're never gonna see these people again. Be that guy. It's worth the business. So a little awkwardness for 2 seconds is worth the long-term business. So how much money do you think should you make from phone flipping before spending on money yourself? That's a really good question. I get that probably about once a live stream, and it really depends on what you're taking phone flipping as. If phone flipping is going to be 50% of your revenue, it just depends on how quickly you're doing. In the beginning, I always recommend in any business model, you reinvest into the business. Some people take 100% profit. If you need the money, you can go ahead and take it out. But I mean, reinvesting is the only way you're going to go ahead and buy phones. And if you're buying phones, you're making money. And if you're not buying phones, you're not making money. And so if you have a certain budget set aside, build that up to where you're comfortable enough where you can take, I usually say you take a percentage out of everything. So maybe 10% out of every profit. So if you made $100, take $10 out of that, or maybe I'd say between 10 and like 50% you can take. I wouldn't do like a dollar amount, do a percentage. But it really just depends on what you want to do. So I got robbed at McDonald's. I saw that post. That really sucks, man. Oh boy, here we go. Just curious, what was your high school and college GPA? I'm just wondering. My high school, it was really high. I don't know the exact number. I did pretty well. And then college, I think it was like a 3.4. I think I graduated with. It was nothing crazy. I didn't really put much effort in because I knew I was going to be pursuing this path after a while, but I didn't let it go, so it wasn't too bad. What not to do? Avoid at all costs. What usually or never works? You kind of have to be specific about that question. So what are you referring to? Like what not to do in a meetup? What not to do? Like what phones not to buy? Give me a little bit more information. I'll answer that. Do you use Let Go? No, I didn't. Cash is king, Gary. You know it, right? Cash will always be king. And that's why the ATM business will always be a profitable thing. Let Go is the worst. Stay away, scammers. I filed a police report. Let Go. Some people find success with it, some don't. With drop shipping, what is the best way to reduce shipping time? As AliExpress takes up to 20-40 days. Andrew, the only thing you can do is make it a very apparent. So like on all my listings, I say, due to high demand, please allow 2 to 4 weeks with shipping. You always want to set the expectation so there's not all these people sending these messages, which can be kind of demotivating when you see all these messages when people are like, where's my package? I'm going to file a refund. I'm going to file a chargeback. Just make it very apparent and people will understand. Most people know what we're doing in a sense that like they know they're cheaper products. So on some listings you can ship from the United States, so like on AliExpress, some will have China, some will have the United States. It really depends. If you can do the United States, sometimes a little bit more expensive, but sometimes it's worth it. So just look out for that. Kish, you should do a challenge with Sebastian, see who can make the most profit in one day. Yeah, I actually know him. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. We should team up on something. It's always good to collaborate on YouTube. Only awkward if you make it awkward. Yeah, that's exactly right. So, sorry for misspelling. I'm multitasking. Oh, you're good. Do you have to file taxes? Do you wait for eBay to send a 10? No, I file taxes. Can I have a question about the ATM business, Jofreen? Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I didn't really pursue it, but I can try to help. PayPal will send you the 1099. You will need to file that 100%. How do you respond and close a deal when somebody shows interest? I mean, it's just going through the process. I mean, I don't really stray off any, like some questions are a little bit different than others, but I mean, I always just ask for the carrier gigabyte. I ask for if it's in perfect condition. I ask those devaluing questions, but just getting the basics of the phone. Do I have to do taxes if I sell locally on OfferUp, which is cash transactions? Chief, I'm not going to be the guy that says don't do your taxes because that's against U.S. policy. But, I mean, if you're doing this, if you're making money in the United States, you need to have record of it and you need to file it. So, is the ATM very passive? Yeah, technically it's not passive because we have to go fill up the ATMs. But, I mean, you just drive there however far it is from your place and fill it up, and that takes 5 minutes. So if you want to consider that passive, it is passive. If you can get a ATM in a casino, that'd be insane, but usually they all have their own. How much to start an ATM business? Honestly, you need about $5,000 to start a ATM business, and that's kind of minimum. And that's buying a new ATM and having about $2,000 to $2,500 left for getting your documents and everything, and then actually filling it up for the first time. So I hope you guys, I feel like this is one of my better live streams, throwing a lot of knowledge or nuggets out there. So let me guys know if you guys like it. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to be doing that giveaway, or just if you picking somebody for the hour-long call. So I'm going to go list some phones, Kish. Had to hop on the live stream support. Thanks for awesome info, man. I appreciate it, Financial Wolf. You better be uploading videos like I told you. Try to do them as much as you can, man, but have some fun. And I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, sorry. What never works and what always works while negotiating? It really depends on what your kind of strategy is. For me, what never works is just giving a price. Like, not asking questions is probably the worst thing you can do, because that just gives them the thought that there's an easy way out to say no. If you have to put in a little bit of work on the negotiations in any sort of sales to make them recognize the value that you want them to think of that phone as in terms of the value. So just don't just give a price ever. I'd always ask a couple questions and then give it. Phone flipping at least $5,000 for each ATM and with cash. That's true. There's small casinos in my location. They contract them all out. I do not have them though. Gary, if you see one open it up, you should hop on that. Success with John. Swap is great. Only the PayPal fee 2.9%. That's it. I know a lot of people have some great success with Swappa. You should try a Redbox business. They are pretty good. Back in the day, it was $5,000. They help you find a good location by you. Redboxes used to be a lot more popular. I don't even see them advertising anymore, but why are people watching and not liking the stream? I don't get it. Kev, I appreciate the plug, and I agree with you 100%. If you guys haven't liked the stream, I'd really appreciate it. Dropping nuggets all along this video. So, why are people? What's your dream car, Ivan? In a year's time, I'd love to get a BMW M4. That's my goal. That's what I'm reaching for. But my goal is to have, if I'm going to be able to do that, I want to have at least 4 income streams and to be able to making comfortably minimum $10,000 a month in profit. So I can't do that unless I reach that goal. So I'm working every day to get there. I need me a XS Max to flip. They're a bit tough to find right now, but I know a couple of people are doing well with them. Texting phone clients on Messenger as I'm messaging this. Picking up an iPhone 6 Plus tomorrow. That's the freaking grind, man. Good stuff. I really want to quit my job. My mental health is deteriorating. Lebanon Bryant, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can find your kind of passion and turn that into something where you can create some profit out of it. Hopefully, maybe this could be something you can do. So if you haven't tried, definitely reach out to me. I love talking about like mental health and entrepreneurship and stuff like that. So if you want to talk about that kind of thing, reach out to me privately, and even we can hop on a call and talk. So, yo, Kish, do you think I can make a living doing this full time? I get nervous at times. Almost working on other sources of income. Pratyush, if I can do it, you can do it, my man. So a lot of people haven't given me feedback on eBay sales. Always just shoot them a message literally the day it says delivered. Not always had good success with people rating me on there. Can you sell bad ESM phones locally? Is there a demand for it locally? Jacob, no. I always tell people you can try, but the only people that are going to buy them are people like us, and we're going to make the same money back that we bought it for. So unless you can sell them online though. So I like the stream and great stream, Stanley. I really appreciate that. We're getting better, a little bit better every single time. Today I did a little bit of screen share. I think next week I'm going to do like a slideshow of throwing you guys some value and then doing a Q&A at the end. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. Or if you just like the stream, let me know too. So if you would have begun it all again, having current knowledge, what would you change? Well, one thing I would change is I would not sell online as fast. I talk about that several times in the stream, but I would have done locally as soon as possible, or for as long as possible, and then move to online. And then I would have just done more research, because I got into it with one YouTube video just telling about the strategy, and then I just ended up going out there, didn't even know what an IMEI was, didn't know what financing was, didn't know anything. So Johnny Blaze TV, what's up? Kish, what's up, Johnny? Appreciate you tuning in. Ask a question if you have it. If you already commented, so you're entered into the 1 hour giveaway with call with me. So I appreciate it. Stream is awesome, man. Valuable information, great help for me as a beginner. I appreciate that. And don't forget, every Wednesday I'll be here, so definitely tune in. Happens if you buy an ATM and it breaks down. If you bought it privately, you can't do much, but if you buy it from the company, like Cardtronics, they'll come and fix it. I find it difficult to sell iCloud lock phones on eBay. Any suggestions? Rodney, don't sell them on there, because your eBay account's going to get banned, and it's not the end of the world. I mean, I don't sell any phones on eBay, and I do pretty well, but I never recommend selling them on there. So that's probably why, because they're cracking down on it really hard. Do you use messages or traffic for Facebook ads? I use messages. Hey, I made it to the, because I can customize. One thing I'm doing now, and I didn't even realize it just because I'm an amateur at it, but you can customize like the initial message you send to them. So you can literally say, hey, thanks for clicking, thanks for messaging us. To start out, what phone do you have? What is the carrier and what is the gigabyte? And then it just kind of automates itself. So it's pretty cool. And made it to the live stream. I got 3 iPhone 8 Plus SPAT ESM for 200 piece today. That's selling for 350. Bradley, that is insane. Good stuff, my man. I appreciate you tuning in too. We'll be here for a little bit longer. So you get a new cash buyer coming to Arizona. He is reliable. Pratyush, we've already connected, my man. It's 200 for 64 gigabytes, 6S Plus for Sprint. Too much for Sprint. You might be able to sell that if it is paid off. You could probably sell it locally for. It is pretty high. Like you could probably get maybe 250 out of it locally if it's paid off. So I try to buy them under 150 right now if I were you. Should people go to college? Ivan, I'm not going to be the guy that says yes or no. I did enjoyed it more for the experience. I didn't learn anything. I did learn time management and stuff like that, and I did started phone flipping out of my college room. But it really depends. It depends on the career. If you want to be a doctor, lawyer, go for it. And you need those kind of things, do college. If you just are doing it for business, I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. Man, you guys are killing it. I can't keep up with all these messages. You should critique people, text negotiations. Yeah, should probably get a couple people to. That'd be a cool video idea. I better win that free call. You're going to win one week. Hopefully it's this week, my man. This keeps messaging me. $100 for iPhone 6 here in Phoenix. Looks like crap, though. Yeah, just I'd block them. Have to get back to work. Thanks for advice. Love your vids. I appreciate it, Adolfo. I'll see you next week, man. Bradley, if I don't win the free call, I might be sad and shed a tear. Kev, I'm sorry if you don't win. My parents want me to go to college, but I want to be an entrepreneur. Any advice? Pursue your own passions. They can't control what you do, my man. So you have to back it up. If you're not making any money and you don't want to go to college, I wouldn't recommend it. But you can get a job and just pursue entrepreneurship. But I know Kish is ready for Black Ops 4. My man, I ended up quitting Xbox for now, but might have to tap in later just to keep grinding. Should I still post my ads as I only have like $400 capital? Yeah, you can still post. I mean, I don't really know if you mean locally or if you only have $400 capital, you still have $400 capital. Put out ads and see what you can get. Kish, how many phones you picked up this week? I don't even know, my man. I haven't done too many just because, again, I've been kind of slacking a little bit just because I'm focusing so hard on ecom right now. But if I get a chance, it's about one a day right now, just to keep the feet wet a little bit. Are you looking into buying toys for Christmas season or sticking to electronics? Looking to buying toys. I'm all about electronics, Josie, but I might have to tap into some other stuff. I was talking to a Facebook support person. They told me to do a traffic and only put an iPhone as the interest. What do I do? Try it out, man, if that's what they said. I do messages. Are you still to do live streams? If it hit 1 mil, Ivan, I will always do live streams. I love this. I love talking to you guys. So what's the best way to buy the most phones to maximize the most profit? Have the best negotiations. That's probably what I'd say. What do you respond to people who ask, why are you buying these cracked phones? Where do you sell it? Say, I use them for their parts. Do you read books, Jimmy? Yes, I just got into it. I don't really buy too many, but I had some here, but I just returned and got a couple new from the library the other day. I hate reading, but I love entrepreneurship books, so. I want all fingers crossed. Okay, well, I'm going to do the thing right. I haven't seen Sebastian's series. I'll go look at it. You say you run your Facebook group well. No fingers or drama ever happen. It gets shut down quick and no pettiness when I get my page up. I'm going to get them Facebook ads up. I appreciate that, Pratush. So if you guys are on here, I'm going to pick the actual person. You guys can see now because I'm doing – that's good. I showed you the stream. So I'm going to look up and I'm just going to – okay, let me see how long. I'm going to pick somebody randomly. So I'll probably do it near the bottom just because those people are on the stream. But let's see. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I picked right in between. Okay, I got to put it here. Oh, wait. Okay, let's put it here. Andrew Brown, welcome. You won the live call or the hour-long call with me. So if you're still here, please shoot me a message. Last week still didn't shoot me a message. I want to hop on a call with you guys. So just 2 calls, 2 winners wasted. So Andrew Brown, if you're here, shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram. If you don't have one of them, just shoot me a message. Sorry, Kev. Molly. Okay, Molly, I did click on you. I'll give you one too. It was kind of in between, so I didn't do it. So Molly, reach out to me. I got you, my man. I got you. So shoot out a call. Shoot me a message, and we'll hop on a call. Hop on a call with both of you. I'm sorry. I should have done that a lot better. So I'm not going to be scheming like that. So Kev, I didn't even get close to you. You're going to win sometime. The law of averages, right? Success with John. Really enjoy your streams. I appreciate it, John. It means a lot. How much are you selling the iPhone 7 Plus? I can sell them for $380 max right now. How are you doing with OfferUp? I get banned right away, but just fine on Let Go. I really do Facebook, Bradley. So what do you think about real estate? Real estate is the foundation of every successful person in this world. That's 100%. If you're going to do anything, you need to get in real estate. Why don't you do Facebook ads to advertise your YouTube channel? I did to promote my course. It didn't go well, but I could probably run some pretty cheap traffic. You're getting me thinking, Andrew. That's pretty good. I should probably do that. I'm going to screenshot that just so I don't forget. Why don't you do Facebook ads? Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that, Andrew. I should. For as long as I've been doing this amount of videos I put out, I feel like I should have more subs. But, you know, I'm in such a niche market, which is tough, but I'm expanding my horizons. So with the videos, start talking about e-com. I'm not nowhere good at it, but I like doing that kind of stuff. So should we expect great deals on Black Friday we could capitalize on? Phone markets prices generally don't change that much on Black Friday, but just consumer market goods do that. So how do you get unghosted on Facebook? Reach out to Facebook and see what they say. I was a thanks for giving answers to question. No problem, Joe Freen. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for tuning in. I never touch iCloud. Good strategy. I was right beside. You'll win one soon, Soccer Productions. Do you have a Facebook page for your Facebook phone flipping ads that you run? Yes, I do. I do. So yeah, I run it to that page. Sorry, I lost wrong. I use OfferUp ads. They work. Been up for 2 weeks now. Still getting messages. Good stuff. I went crazy. You did go crazy, but you still get the call. So you're welcome. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. I wasn't fair. I'll get it better next time. I was like middle of messages. Are your prices higher than Eco ATM machines? I've never seen their prices, but hopefully. You're killing me, Soccer Production. Do you flip shoes? No, I'm not into that hype stuff. Congrats, Andrew. Yes, Andrew, please message me. Nobody's taking advantage of it. What's the Facebook page? I want to check it out. Just Cash for Phones. You'll see it. Kish, I want to get in a call. When can we do it? I got to set a date for you, my man. Let's do it tomorrow at 5 p.m. my time, which is PST. We'll do it then. 100% we'll be there, my man. By when do you want that car you was talking about? A year's time from now. That's my goal. Very realistic. If I don't get there, I don't get there. But hopefully I took the steps, and maybe I failed. But for me, it's like one of those things where at least I knew I put my best effort for it, and I'm just going to keep going for it. Yeah, I got you, Soccer Productions. So that time tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, 5 PST. We're hopping on a call. I'm in UK, so things are different. Ah, man. That's all good. Well, Andrew, we can hop on a Skype call or something. We can just hang out for an hour if you want. I lagged out. Damn. I don't have the best connection. Do you hate the IRS? No, man. We live in a free country. You got to pay the taxes. You still drop ship on Shopify? Rodney, yeah. That's literally pretty much 90% of my day right now. What car? I missed it. I want the BMW M4 in a pretty unique color, like either gold or maybe matte black or something. That's my goal. Yeah, message me tomorrow on Instagram, Soccer Productions. If I don't message, spam me. I'm dropshipping on eBay. Yeah, you are. How's that going, man? When do you want to call me? You call me. I'm just kidding. You gotta just shoot me a message and we'll figure out a time. Whatever works best for us. All right, guys. Well, this was a good stream. Probably my best ever. I guess I'll ask her 2 more questions. Do toys for drop shipping? Good idea. What products do you drop ship? I'm literally testing so many products right now, so I drop them pretty much every day that they don't produce the results based on the kind of method that I'm following. So do my parents know what I'm doing? Yeah, they do. They support it very much. So I'm going to spam it. Okay, well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys mean the world to me. Definitely hit the like button if you guys haven't yet. I know some of you guys are new, so if you haven't subbed yet, definitely subscribe. We're almost at 2K. We're like 300 away, which is insane. Like so much faster than I did last time. Kish the phone flipping guy. I appreciate it, Angelino. Thank you guys for tuning in a lot, especially you guys that are here every single week. You guys mean the world to me. And with that said, go kill it this week. Practice good entrepreneurial skills. And with that said, I'll see you next Wednesday. Exactly here on my live stream. I'm going to be setting it up as a reminder. So hop into my YouTube channel sometime this week. You'll see a video of me showing like you can set a reminder. You get a reminder that when I go live next week. And with that said, I'll see you guys next Wednesday on the live stream. See you guys.